we're going to move on now to the social media roundup, most of which is coming from inside the bubble.
Let's do it. We've got some bubble news. Hub cities. Let's go. We got NHL Hub's Life tweeting the Tampa Bay Lightning. They call them the Harlem Bolt Trotters. Yeah. And this is them doing their own version of a shoot around here at, looks like the Toronto Raptors, I'm assuming, practice facility. You can see their logos up there, but like, why not have some fun? Look at this. Usually it's soccer for these guys. They're passing around the soccer ball. What do they call it? Sewer ball, where they pop it around foot to foot, whatever. Yeah, that looks way more fun to me. And then next up, we've got Braden Holtby kind of contemplating life, reading a book, reading the replies to this tweet. People want to know what book that was. I want to know what coffee he's drinking. Is it a coffee? Is it tea? How's he hydrating, Jesse? What do you think's going on here? How do you pack that hat? Packing a hat is hard as well. There's so many questions I have about this right now.
The hat is an issue for me because, as you mentioned, how did he pack that hat? A hat, like, I mean...
Did he wear it on the plane? I didn't see their photos from the day that they all flew there, so he might have worn it on the plane. I don't know.
So. Otherwise, like, do you get a box for that hat? Do people have hat boxes anymore? Like,
I don't know. Do you do the trick where you pack it upside down and put your socks and underwear in the middle of it?
Good trick.
Also, is he wearing sunglasses or reading glasses? It's such a perfectly angled photo. You can't tell. So this left me with more questions than answers. But it's a great pick. Great pick in the bubble. Next up, we've got the Carolina Hurricanes. This was before their series started. It's them watching video messages from their families, and it's just such a sweet little montage. We want you all to take a look at this.
Love you, kiddo. We're proud of you. We're proud of everybody on the team.
My brother, it's me. Long time no see.
Hey James, it's your girls here from Kelowna.
Hey Trevor, just checking in from New Jersey.
Good luck, James! Go Kings!
That's why we're doing this, right? Let's get it.
That was pretty special. And that right at the end there, Rod said, that's why we're doing this, right? And I would have to agree, Jesse.
Yeah. And we're going to keep looping this guitar video, I hope, because I wanted to say that Carolina video. The only thing I could think of was the scene in Interstellar. I don't know if you've seen it or not, Carrlyn.
I have, but I don't remember what you're talking about.
The scene where Matthew McConaughey and I'm blanking on her name now. Oh, shoot. Apologies. But they go down to the planet full of waves and gravity, and it takes him 20 years or whatever. And when he comes back, he's got a bunch of backlog messages from his family, and he's just watching them and realizing that he's missing out on his family and everything in time. So obviously it's not as drastic as all that, but just the notion that time is experienced differently given your situation. And I imagine the guys in Carolina appreciated getting those messages. And like I said, that was the only thing that popped into my mind when I saw that. And we're going to go back to that guitar video. Sorry for that little rant there.
It's okay. Casimir Kaskasuo has this little traveling guitar that he brought, or was I'm actually not sure if he brought it or if it was gifted to him, but he does almost like an unboxing of it, and it's so tiny. And we've seen, a guitar being brought into the bubble before, so this is great that one made its way to him now. And just take a look at how tiny this is. Also, he was holding a plastic spoon there, so I wonder also, I have more questions than I have answers now. So opening it up, checking it out. And I would love to know, like, is that a regulation size fretboard with just maybe a smaller version of the actual body part? Because it looks like kind of big, but then also kind of small. I can't tell. And then I think that like helps you plug it into your phone. Maybe.
Yeah, look, necessity is the mother of invention, and it looks like he's got himself a handy, tiny traveling guitar there. So we've seen piano, we've seen guitar, we've seen all sorts of instruments being played in the bubble. I mean, it feels like camp sometimes.
Yeah, it is. This is summer. No, 100%. This is summer camp for them. honestly. And then there's just something really big and special at stake, while they're there. But
except for the Rangers because they had to go home.
Unfortunately, yeah, for the Rangers. But what's also cool about him is he's got his own YouTube channel, and there's multiple video blogs of his time there so far. So for fans who are interested, please check those out. I think that's so cool that people are learning or figuring out ways to kind of capitalize on the digital connection, right? And giving us some behind the scenes that maybe a production team would usually do. There's just all this awesome footage of him doing his thing behind the bubble, and it's great YouTube, and yeah, y'all should go check it out.
Absolutely.
Next up, we got the Panthers also participating in some summer camp-like activities with spike ball yet again, which seems to be rising in popularity, Jesse. I feel like this is going to be a thing. And I wonder, too, if this might be a thing that then carries over into maybe like a warm-up, how sewer ball is with the soccer ball. Do you think that's something that could be replaced?
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. Did you ever play Butts Up as a kid?
What's up?
Butts Up.
Butts Up?
Yeah.
What's Butts Up?
You'd take a tennis ball, you get 3 or 4 people, you'd throw the ball at the wall, and I can't remember all the rules, but it was like if it bounces once, you had to run to the board and tag it before somebody got the ball and threw it hit the board with the ball, and then if you caught it straight off the first bounce, then the person who threw it had to go and stand against the wall with their back to the other people, and you could throw the tennis ball at them and you try to hit them in the butt. Anyway, it reminds me a lot of spike ball is the point, is that if you've got a tennis ball and somebody to bounce it off of, it's unbelievable what kind of games you can come up with. And I remember hearing about spike ball for the first time, feels like 2 years ago, maybe it was more recent. And yeah, I could absolutely see this replacing sewer ball or whatever it is. It looks
too taxing though on a player. Are they moving around too much?
I mean, I'd be more worried about 2 guys colliding and hitting heads, right,
sure,
as they're moving around like that. But I don't know. Maybe there's a solution. Maybe they should play Butts Up. I don't know.
There's so many options. So many options. On the other side, though, we've got this patio in Edmonton with probably the biggest screen ever that you could watch hockey on, bigger than a Jumbotron. And they're just living their best lives outside of Rogers Arena right now. And it's just, what else do you want? You're watching hockey with your teammates. Also so weird that these guys have so much time to watch hockey. If you think about it, there's no other real normality to kind of seek out. This is their new normal, and it's just a lot of downtime to hang with your teammates, probably too much downtime to hang with your teammates. And then situations like this where you're just like, hey, I guess I'm watching hockey all the time now.
Before we knew what the arenas were going to look like during the games, I had thought it would be a lot of fun if the other teams would sit in the stands and watch the games, right? And I thought, how fun would that be to have Connor McDavid watching Toronto versus Columbus? Well, I guess he wouldn't. He's in a different bubble. But
yeah,
right. Sebastian Aho watching Toronto versus Columbus. But they've done such an excellent job. And this just feels like camp to me, right? There's a bunch of kids hanging out. Watching a giant TV. So
and pardon me, that's Rogers Place, not Rogers Arena. Rogers Arena is a different arena. There's too many Rogers sponsored arenas that exist. So Rogers Place is completely different than Rogers Arena. Don't come for me, Twitter. I know what I said. And then last but not least, we've got some Kings related social media roundup news. Trevor Moore got engaged to his beautiful fiance Monique. Look at this sweet photo. And Jesse, they got engaged at the place that we all stayed at when we went up to Colorado for the Stadium Series game. So it's kind of a little special, probably throwback to that time. And there's just some beautiful areas to take photos at. So there's a couple different photos if you head over to his Instagram and whatnot. But congratulations to the 2 of them. That's so awesome. We've got a Matt Roy wedding. We've got a Trevor Moore engagement. This is so exciting. And I'm so happy for them.
I'm just going to quibble with the word we, because I didn't get to go to the Stadium Series in Colorado. So where you guys got to stay. But yeah, congratulations to Trevor Moore. Obviously, congratulations to Matt Roy also. That looks gorgeous. The sky looks beautiful. And mazel tov to Trevor Moore.